What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode we're going to give the top 5 facts about the Tesla Model 3 that you did not know. And some are good, some are bad, and if you watch to the end we're going to give some bonus tips throughout the video.
Alright guys, before we get started I want to bust a few myths and lies that we were told when we bought our Tesla. If you didn't know, this was a salvage Tesla that was wrecked and we bought it at a Copart salvage yard, and we were told that you would never be able to use a supercharger anymore, that it would be blacklisted. You can't work on these cars yourself. We were told you can't buy parts for these cars. We're also told that you would never be able to use the full self-driving anymore because Tesla shuts all that off. And all of that is 100% lie or myths. It actually was true years ago, but now they changed all that and everything is back to normal. You can use superchargers, everything works fine. So I just want to clarify all that first before we get started.
Fact number 1, Tesla does not come with a spare tire or a jack. Tesla says this because reason number 1 being it saves on weight, and reason number 2, not too many people can really change a tire anymore. So on the Tesla app you can just press a button called roadside assist and they'll come straight to you. And I do recommend getting a small air compressor to fill up your tire, and that could save you in a bind. Another different thing about a Tesla is it comes with these 4 pucks. If you ever need to get your car jacked up or give it to a non-Tesla service center, give them these. They go in each 4 corner of the car, and if you don't use these, the jack could damage your frame.
Yeah, and these little pucks, there's little holes in your frame right here, and this puck just pops into the frame and a jack goes under it, and that's how you jack up the car. It just distributes the weight. All right, the second thing about a Tesla, it does come with a charger, but the charger it comes with has a 110 receptacle on it, and this only charges about 2 to 3 miles per hour, meaning if you charge your car for 1 hour, all you're gonna be able to drive it is 2 or 3 miles. So that would take you probably 3 days to recharge your battery. So best thing to do is to get rid of this, buy this plug, which is a 30 amp 220, and it just pops right into place. I wired me a 30 amp receptacle here. This charges your car at about 27 to 30 miles per hour, which is a lot better, which will charge it up overnight. So if you drive it during the day, just plug it in at night when you get home. And the next thing, you have 2 kinds of chargers. You have Tesla superchargers for Tesla, then you have other public chargers, but the public chargers don't fit Tesla on your car. So you need this little receptacle. I bought this on Amazon for 40 bucks. You take the public charger, you plug it in, and then this would go straight into your Tesla. Then you can charge that way. So let's drive over to a public charger right now and we'll show you how to do that. It looks like we have a festival going on today, so I don't know if we're gonna get a spot at the little local charger. It's a free charger too, which is great. Ponchatoula is the self-proclaimed antique capital of the world. They also claim to be the strawberry capital. We have a lot of festivals and things to do here. We have an alligator in the cage over here that you can go look at called Ironhide. I think, what is today? Is it the craft show? Trade day or something?
I think trade days.
But it's mostly crafts and stuff people make. It's an old railroad town that people would bring their vegetables to, and they would ship them down to New Orleans to sell them. So our charging station is over here. We'll go try out our little adapter. There's our big strawberry. And it looks like we have a spot open. Normally I go just back into the little spot. And I'll show you how to, that's all you do, you press that to put it in park. So go here, that's to open the charger, press this little lightning, and that opens it up. Let's take our little adapter and I'll show you how it works. Alright, so this is the free charger. This is made for all the other electric cars, not for Tesla. It won't fit. So to make it fit, you get this, plug that on it, You go straight in. Now it's charging. 100% free. So I normally just park here while Tyler's at his sports, and I'll charge it up. I go jog around a little bit. And when you're done, just pull it out. And that's it. That should close automatically. All right, let's go take a ride and we can try out the full self-driving mode. It's pretty cool. And it's not really what you expect it is. All right, we're on the interstate, and to do the full self-driving autopilot, first thing you have to do is set a location and navigation, which we set that up. And then it took us a little while to figure this out, but all you do is you tap down on this twice, and now it's full self-driving.
And if you want it to go like some speed limit over, all you do is go to Controls, Autopilot, and go to this offset, and we have it as 10%. So if we're going 70, it'll go 77.
Yeah, and what I thought autopilot was is you can lay back and just take a nap. You don't have to have a hand on the steering wheel, nothing, just sit there. But you have to have a hand on this. If it don't feel that, it's gonna shut it off. And I think it's actually watching you, because if you lay down and try to sleep, it'll shut it off.
Maybe this camera right here.
Yeah, something's watching you. And another thing is Tesla comes with the hardware for self-driving, but to activate it, you have to pay for the software, and I think it's $5,000, maybe $10,000, I'm not sure. Our car had it, luckily. But so you pay all that money, and then it gives you 5 chances to screw up. So if you don't have your hands on the wheel and you keep getting these notifications, and it has to shut it off, and it does that 5 times, then you lose the self-driving mode. So you just wasted $5,000 or whatever you paid. So that kind of sucks. It ought to just suspend it instead of just making you lose all that. And I already lost I apply slight grip to the steering wheel. So it don't let you go too long without having your hand on it. I guess if you wanted, you could lower the wheel down and just have your hand like this, and that would be enough. But it does really well, the self-driving.
So one thing that I find a negative is if you need to go to a service shop to get your Tesla aligned or something, it would have to be a Tesla service shop and not just anyone, because they will not accept a Tesla except maybe like a popular city like Los Angeles where they have a lot. We tried all our local places like Firestone and any of those, and they just would not accept it. And the bad thing is our closest one is like an hour away in New Orleans. So
yeah, they don't have a lot of Tesla service centers around. We only have one in Louisiana. I think Mississippi only has one. I'm sure bigger states like California has a lot. Florida probably has numerous. But a lot of times they come to your house and can do stuff, but to get an alignment, you have to actually go to their service center. And I know people in California, they're able to go to their local Firestone and get an alignment, but we can't here. They're not trained yet. They've never even really seen a Tesla, and they're scared to death of it. I even talked to the general manager. So that's kind of a downfall, and it's a long ride. For us, 45 minutes to New Orleans for us, so it's gonna be a day's trip to go way down there, leave the car, and all that stuff. That's one negative, but that should improve in the future when we have more Teslas around. So when you get your Tesla, you'll notice it doesn't come with a key like a normal car. It comes with a credit card. It's just basically a little card. And that's how you unlock the doors and drive your car. But then you take this card and you program it to your app, and that way your app can completely control it. And your app works off Bluetooth. So when you get close to your car, it automatically unlocks the door, and it sets it up to your profile, your seats and all that. So I'll show you how to do just the card, and then I'll show you the app. So to unlock the car, all you would do is touch right here, and that unlocks it. And then to drive it, I'll show you where that goes. So before you can drive, if all you had was the card, you would set the card here, and that way now you have access to the car. So best thing to do is take the card, download the app, Tesla app, and then now the app becomes your key card. You can leave this at home or just leave it in your wallet just in case your phone dies. Another kind of cool thing is you have to name your car. We named it Swampy, based off of Swamp Boy's garage. You know, we have the Duramax that we built. We named that Swamp Max, so figured that was a cool name for this car. And here's the roadside assistance Tyler was talking about. So you would just click that, flat tire, and it would give the location of where you're at, and it would send somebody to you. And then summon that kind of, like if you're at the front of a store and you want the car to come to you if it's raining. Climate, if you're at work and it's cold and you want your car heated up before you get to it, you can adjust the temperature. And you could pop the front. There's a lot you could do with the app. So the app basically is your key now. So you don't even have to open the app or anything. Just leave the phone in your pocket and it unlocks it, and you can drive just like that.
Number 5 is dog mode. Every summer you hear about people leaving their dogs in the cars, and summers can get up to 130 or more in cars, so they created dog mode to help solve that issue.
Yeah, there was a guy on Twitter that he tweeted to Elon Musk talking about this issue, saying if he could create a way to leave the AC on in the car, and also have a display on the screen, that way if somebody walked past they would see that it was in dog mode and that their dogs were safe.
So to set up dog mode, all you do is click your temperature gauge, and then to the right you see dog mode, and it gives this little enable it and stuff, and then you can click any temperature you want. So just say we want 70. Get out your car, and then it should show a screen that pops up showing that dog mode is on. My driver will be back soon. All right, I'm gonna stay in the car this time and you go out, that way they could see the screen.
All right.
Don't worry, the AC is on and it's 73 degrees.
All right, guys, I hope you found this video interesting. If there's anything that we didn't cover that you want to know, put it down in the comments and we'll make a video about it. We're still learning a lot about this car. It's really an amazing car with a lot of technology. So we're trying to learn as much as we can. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram where we update a lot sooner, and we will see you next time.